All right, Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Shemashai, Bashem Kakodash. The honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to you, fellow Akim, out there pushing out this word of true sincerity. It's your brother Kanak, doing a sit-down lesson. And I just want to go into how it's a miracle that we're alive. Basically, I say that because the only reason why we're alive, reflecting back on the different things that we were doing before we were woken up to the truth, or how even Esau had us in complete slavery, and how we didn't know who we were as a people. You know, our minds were totally lost. And just reflecting on that, seeing how the Lord, he had mercy upon the house of Israel, because he could have totally left us out there, for the elements, for these other nations to destroy us. And you see that we were on a path of destruction. And basically, I want to go through a couple of different scriptures. It shouldn't be long unless the Lord, put the spirit on me heavy to bring out more precepts. But basically, how this thing is a gift unto us, and that we really should be dead. Look, we were eating pork, we were eating candy. This is all all before we woke up to the truth. We were worshiping Christianity, we were worshiping other gods. We had no clue that we were Israelites. We had no clue that we were the God's chosen people. You might have heard that, but that's not well accepted. Nor is there, anybody could literally prove that to you, out of the scriptures. But the Lord, he set up his men, and that was him having mercy on the house of Israel, because Esau, he wanted to have us in perpetual slavery. He would have had no mercy upon us, and you see that Esau has not shown any mercy upon the nation of Israel, you Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. It's only through the grace and the mercy of Yahweh Shemashai, his power, that we're here today alive, alive and kicking, because he put back that breath in the nation of Israel. Now, he didn't do that to the whole nation, and that's kind of what this lesson is kind of steering towards, how the Lord, he saved the elect line, because if he didn't say that elect line, you will see the whole nation would be as the 2/3. Blinded, evil, murderers, thieves, adulterers. Nobody would have come back to the Lord, and actually there would be no righteousness on the planet Earth. So the Lord, he would do away with this place, right? But he left a remnant. So I want to go into that. I want to go into how the Lord, he left a remnant, and that's the miracle, because this proves that there's a divine power. There is a divine intervention in the planet Earth, dealing with you Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, because there should be no possible way that we should be alive, from our diet, from Esau and the other nation that's in captivity, us having no protection, because look, the whole nation is praying to different gods. So this is I have a couple of scriptures. Let me see where I want to start. Let me start in Isaiah, the first chapter, and I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to read down, This Isaiah 1:1, the vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Israel. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth. For the Lord has spoken, I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. And that was the whole lump sum of Israel. They rebelled. We rebelled at a certain point. The Lord is the one who brought us up. The Lord is the one who set us in that land and gave us everything that we needed, everything that we had. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master crib, but Israel does not know, my people does not consider. They don't know the power that actually created them. The power that they're supposed to serve. And you see that today. Our people have no idea who they are serving. Well, the scriptures say that they have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Also the scriptures say, I'm just paraphrasing, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So you see how the Lord is equating those things together, and you see how Jake is destroyed because they have a lack of knowledge of what? The knowledge of the Most High, knowledge of their power. Okay, and the things that their power requires of them. When I say power, meaning God. See, our God requires things of us, just like all gods require things of their worshipers. Okay, and our power requires righteousness. So if we do wickedness, we get judged, and ultimately that's what happened. So now Jake, they don't know what the hell is going on. They don't know who their power is, nor do they even consider these things. Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Yeah, the Lord, He gave us these laws, statutes, commandments, which were our righteousness on the planet Earth. And these other nations were supposed to marvel at that. Now, how are these people living in total harmony with the planet Earth? It's because we were placed in order. But our people, what did they do? They went backwards. They start worshiping the gods of the other nations. Start doing the things of the other nations, which turn them into heathens. Okay. Why should ye be stricken anymore? Jake, we're a lively people. So, Jake, they're going to do things on a whole nother level. That's why the scriptures say that they have taught the wicked their wicked ways. Jake did, because when you Israelites get into something, you really get into it, and you make, since you have flavor, you make it look, provocative, so to speak. You make it look good. Okay, that's why all fashion and sports and entertainment, pretty much everything is based off you Israelites and your style. The food in the world, style. You make things look good. We made the hats. Hats look good. Esau put on a hat. He doesn't make it look good. But Jake puts on a hat. He makes it look good. So you totally just went. You just dove right into wickedness. And the Most High, ultimately, we're going to go into Hosea. The Lord, he casted us off. Okay. It's why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick. The whole heart is faint. Yeah, the more you try to get Jake in order, the more that they're going to revolt and rebel against you. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Yeah, the whole nation, from the king all the way down to, the coppersmith, everybody in Israel, the princess. Okay, they were wicked. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your lands, strangers devour it in your presence, and it is desolate as overthrown by strangers. Yeah, we're not even in our own land. Okay, there's heathens occupying our land. Not only are they occupying their land, but they're saying that they are the people of that land. Okay, even within wherever Israelites are, what do you see? You see ghettos, bad infrastructure. What do they call it? Graffiti. The streets are all messed up. The housing are all messed up. There's no trees. You live in basically a jungle. Okay, and all the places that you're supposed to be in, you have other peoples that are in those lands. Okay. And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. Yeah, the whole nation is all messed up. But this is the point here, verse 9. Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant. Because all these things that the Lord, he's equating Jake, making similitudes with, how Jake is all messed up as a besieged city. The city is talking about what? The Israelites, the people before it's a place, So the Lord, he's equating all these things with a destroyed people, putrefying wounds. The whole head is sick from the head to the toe. Meaning it's completely out of order. It's been given up on. You know, when somebody gets sick or somebody's overweight and they have no urge to lose weight or try to get out of that sickness, you know, their spirit is defeated. They just let themselves go. And you see that the homeless people on the street, you know, you go into heavy depression, you stop bathing yourself. So that's how Jake look out here. They look like they've been given up on. But verse 9, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. We would have been totally destroyed. So much so that these other nations, they wanted to totally do away with us. Because that's what's happening. Esau, he has this technology. He has this artificial intelligence. And once he has this artificial intelligence, he doesn't have anything. He thinks that he's going to be ultimately more superior than you. Okay? And he's not going to have any use of you. Okay? He already experimented on you, took your organs. He already took your intellectual property. He already forced you into labor to build up his kingdom. Okay? And now he has his artificial intelligence. He has his robots. He doesn't need you Israelites anymore. So he will try to exterminate you. And just think, if we didn't have anybody on our side to help us, because who's on our side helping us? Where are all these nations that want to help us? Say the Latin tribes, they want to help the so-called Negro. Well, they're being ran by the so-called white men, and then they're divided. Okay, Venezuela, Mexico, Peru, okay, Panama, Brazil, they can't come together. So all our nation is totally destroyed. So who would be on our side? So that's why I said this is a miracle that we are alive. It is because the Lord, he left a remnant. That remnant is speaking about the elect. Okay, we would have been totally out of there. Let me bring out this. Okay, because the Lord, he did not forget about his people. And that's what these people of the world, you know, especially dealing with Christianity, will make you believe that the Lord is now, he forgot about Israel. He's just dealing with everybody now. He forgot about all the promises that he promised them in the beginning, the covenant. He forgot about the covenant, and now he just going to open up to everybody. Everybody can be saved. Everybody gets a hug. The whole time, that same nation is catching nothing but pure hell. Romans 11:1. I say then, has the Most High cast away his people? The Most High forbid. For I am also an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. So even though the Lord did all those things unto us, okay, he did not cast away his people. Even though he divorced us, he did not cast away his people. And let me actually go into that, and we'll come back here actually, because it's going to make even more sense, because you have people say that the Lord is done away with Israel. He's dealing with everybody in the world. No. That's not what happened. That's not the prophecy. See, we have to deal with prophecy, and the prophecy states that the Lord, let's just go ahead and read it. Okay. So I'm in Hosea. I'm not going to read everything. I want to kind of go to the point. You can read Hosea, the first chapter. It's one of my favorite chapters. Okay, and it's a lot of history in these chapters. In this chapter, there's a lot of history in this chapter going into the Assyrian captivity of the northern kingdom, how they were taken away. Okay, and then when you read more in the verses, it goes into how the Assyrians came against the kingdom of Judah, and how the Lord, he delivered the kingdom of Judah, and Hosea was prophesying about that. So it's very important to know the history, because the scriptures, they open up and you start to understand what, going into, Jezreel. Why did the Lord say that? Why was the Lord talking about Jehu? There's a lot of history in this chapter. So I'm gonna go to Hosea 1, and let me go straight to 6. And she conceived and bare a daughter, and the Most High said unto him, call her name Lo-Ruhamah, for I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away. And this happened when the Assyrians came against the northern kingdom and took them away captive. Okay, when you go into that history. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah and will save them by the Lord their power. Because the Assyrians, the house of Judah were tributaries unto the Assyrians. And the Assyrians came against the house of Judah to take it over, and they besieged Jerusalem. Okay, so the Lord is telling them how the Lord, he's going to have mercy on Judah, but he didn't have mercy on the house of Israel. He allowed the house of Israel to take the northern kingdom away. But that same nation that tried to come against the Syrians, that came against the house of Judah, the Lord said, look, I'm going to have mercy upon you. But later on, the house of Judah were taken down by the Babylonians. Okay, because the northern kingdom, they came over to the Americas. So there's a lot of history there. We're not going to go through it, but maybe, on a different lesson, and brothers can go into it. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah and will save them by the Lord their power, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horse, nor by horsemen. Because the Lord, when you go into the account, the Lord had an angel destroy the camp of the Assyrians. I believe it's 180,000. I have to go back into the history. Now, when she had weaned Lo-ruhamah, she conceived and bare a son. And this is a similitude. The Lord is comparing what's going on with Hosea and his woman, which was a harlot. Okay, the Lord is making a similitude, comparing this to the children of Israel. Okay, to get understanding. And these are dark sayings. These are hidden secrets. Okay, the Lord has to open up your mind. Okay, and he has set up men to teach these and make it plain. Then said the Most High, call his name Lo-Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. So the Lord, he casted Jake off. Okay. And you see that during the time of slavery, it will seem like the Most High hid his face. And he did hide his face. Okay. He hid his face for a short while. Yet, let's go into verse 10, and he even says, it says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. Where is that being said? That's being said in America. Okay, and throughout the different parts of the world. Basically, in this time, in this era, all right, when Esau took us down, we didn't know that we were Israelites anymore. And they were said that we weren't the children of the Most High, that we were Gentiles, we were other nations, when indeed it's really the opposite way around. Okay, they're the Gentiles, the heathens, and we are the chosen people, because everybody wants to be the chosen people of the Most High. Nobody talks about the chosen because when you go into these different, I'll say this, when you go into these different books, they don't speak about a chosen, elect. Okay, it's open to everybody. All right, our God, our power, he's exclusive. Okay, you just can't he's not inclusive, and everybody just can't come into this thing. You have to actually be from the lineage, okay, from the bloodline. You have to be born an Israelite through the line of your father. Okay, it says so America was a place where it was said that we are not the chosen people, that we are not the people of God. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. So now it's being said that we are the sons of the living power. It's being said that we are the chosen people of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? And the Lord did not cast us off totally, because he left a remnant, and that's the miracle, which proves that there was a divine intervention and that these prophecies are true. Because if the Lord did not set these prophecies up for in the last days for us to wake back up, we would have been totally out of there. Okay, we'd have been totally destroyed. We would have no idea what's going on. Esau, the whole time, all right, he's planning to destroy us, okay, and exterminate us, because that's what's in his mind when he fully concocted these plans to take us down. You know what? Let me finish this, because it goes into that. I haven't brought it out in a while. In Psalms 83rd chapter. Let's bring that out. Let me finish this, the last verse. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered. Okay, what does that also sound like? It sounds like Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. Okay, how the Lord is going to take both those sticks and combine them into one. The house of Judah and the house of Israel, the Lord is going to bring those houses back together, because during this time of Hosea, okay, because Hosea was prophesying to the northern kingdom, okay, and during this time he was a contemporary with Isaiah, which was prophesying to the southern kingdom, okay, and they were split, okay, they were split after Solomon's death. So the Lord, he basically broke the nation up, and there's no power when you actually break up a so-called group, or like in the military, there's a troop, you want to break the troops up to where they're weaker in number, so that's what happened. The Lord, he broke up the nation of Israel. Just think if we were all one nation and we knew that we were Israelites. All right, these people have hell to pay, and that's exactly what these people don't want. That's what the elites don't want. Lord's what I believe is in Revelation, the 11th chapter. Let's bring that out after we finish up this. Hosea 1:11. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head. Okay, that's going into King David. Okay, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. You come up out of what land? The land of the north. Okay, and from all the other lands that we were scattered. Okay, so let's go to this scripture. Give me a second. Actually, I want to go, let's go here. So this is Psalms 83:1. Keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Okay, that's Esau and the other nations. They took in crafty counsel. They concocted a count. They came together as confederates to come against us. Okay, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And they did that for a short season, and they were successful in their eyes. Okay, because we had no understanding that we were the Israelites. That's why during the time of slavery, okay, if you read in the Bible, that was punishable by death. Yet the Lord, he saved the remnant. That's what the lesson is going into, and that's the miracle. Okay, and this was written. So when these nations consulted, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. It will be no more. It would be no more in remembrance unto you. Okay, they took it from you. So you would not equate yourself, okay, when you read the Bible, you would not equate yourself with those people. Okay? So let's go into some of the nations that did it. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. All these nations are confederate against us. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah. Do unto them unto the Midianites, and as a Caesarea, as a Jabin, at the brook of Kishon. But basically, it went into all these different nations that were confederate against us to take us down and to basically do away with us being Israelites. Okay, to where you have other nations saying that they're Israelites. Okay, the fake Jews, they're saying that they're Israelites. All right, that's blasphemy. Yet the Lord, He saved a remnant. Let's go to Revelation. I said I was going to do Revelation. But let me actually read Romans first. We said we was going to go back to Romans. Romans 11:1. I say then, has the Most High cast away his people? The Most High forbid, for I am also an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. The Most High has not cast away his people, which he foreknew. Okay, he has not cast away his people, because he has saved a remnant. Wot ye not what the scripture saith of Elias, how he maketh intercession to the Most High against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and digged down thy altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed down to the knee of the image of Baal. So the Lord, he saved a remnant, 7 meaning completion. Okay, and then it tell us in Revelation, what is that? Revelation, the 7th chapter, how the Lord, 12,000 out of each tribe. Okay, that's the number that the Lord is talking about, including the whole elect. Starting with the men, starting with the 144,000. The Lord, he has saved a remnant. Okay, and that's the miracle, because without the Lord doing that, without the Lord putting the Spirit back in to his nation through the line of the elect, we will be gone. We will be as Sodom and Gomorrah, meaning destroyed. Okay, literally as Sodom and Gomorrah. Jake is homosexuals, but literally being totally destroyed. Okay, and there's no remembrance of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? You can't just go and point out where Sodom and Gomorrah is. It's desolate. So these nations, starting with Esau, they have it in their mind to destroy us and to exterminate us, have us in perpetual slavery. Okay, for it can be thousands of years, which we know is not going to be that, but it can be for a very extended, long period of time. So they don't have any need for us. They have the technology. Give me a second. I gotta find this charger. Bear with me for a second. Can't find it, but I think we can. I'm gonna start wrapping up the lesson. Actually, I'm gonna start wrapping up the lesson. We'll go to. We'll just go to Revelation 11, and then we'll finish off in Isaiah 14. I can't find a charger, so the battery's gonna run out on the recorder. But I believe we can finish this through the Spirit. So let's go to Revelation 11, and if not, I'll just do part 2. No big deal. Give me a second. I'm just looking. Okay, so let me start up a little bit on Revelation 11. And 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, meaning crossed out. Okay, and they place a different image, Cesar Bozir. Okay, a so-called white man, when the Lord is actually a dark-skinned man from the tribe of Judah. Okay, so we were dead. We were dead in the great city, Babylon. We didn't know who we were. Okay. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in the graves, meaning the nations would see our dead bodies, meaning us in this dead state for a particular time. And they that dwelt upon the earth shall rejoice over them. Why? And make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these 2 prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth. Why did they rejoice over us? It's because they got us. Okay, they destroyed us. The main purpose of them coming together and being confederate was not just to put us in slavery and use us as labor, but to also destroy our minds. And that's what they thought that they did successfully, and they did it for a point. So they were rejoicing and making merry. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered unto them. So after that particular time, okay, going into about 350 years, they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. See, not all the nations stood upon their feet. The Lord, he put the spirit in the elect to stand upon their feet, and that's the miracle. Because we're supposed to be dead. The nations would still be rejoicing over us right now. But now they have fear upon them, starting with the elites, because the elites of the nations know what they've done. Okay, they're the same. They're the ones who've actually done it. Okay, coming back in the reincarnation. It wasn't just the average everyday, Moabite, Edomite, Ishmaelite. No, it was the elite of those nations. Okay, and they those elite families, they're still here today. Okay, starting with the children of Edom. So they're afraid, which proves that these prophecies are coming to pass, and we're declaring it too, because they know who we are. They know the Most High is not dealing with them, but see, Esau, he studies the scripture. Esau, he's bad in history. He can tell you about the history. He studies the history, but when it comes to the spirit, he can't break down things of the spirit, because he's not of the spirit. He's of the flesh. Okay, so let me go into Isaiah. Okay, Isaiah 14. We'll end it off here. Okay, we got a little bit more time. Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. So that's the mercy. The Lord waking us up to being Israelites, giving us this truth, that is extreme mercy, and that's the reason why we're here today. Okay, that's the miracle, the Lord giving us mercy. Because you see how the Lord, he doesn't have mercy on the whole nation and what's happening to them. Okay, Esau's having a field day with them. Okay, women are getting sex trafficked. Okay, our men are turning to homosexuals. Okay, you black and Hispanics, you are in the prison houses, the prison system, and you get no fair shake in this society. Okay, you are a second and third class citizen. But the minds of our people that are destroyed, they don't even consider those things. So that's looking at that's even scarier. We could be in that state, but the Lord, he had mercy upon Jacob. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, because he has always chosen Israel. At a particular time, we read in Hosea, he casted us off, yet the Lord, he brought us back. Okay. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. The strangers are speaking about the scattered Israelites, the Israelite foreigners. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So all these nations that oppressed us, the Lord, he's going to turn the tide. We're going to have ultimate revenge. Okay, and that's beautiful. Not only did the Lord wake us up to who we are, he allowed us to identify the enemy and to be able to get revenge on our enemies. Okay, and this is all going to be done by the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. And it's being done just like the Lord told the house of Judah that he's not going to save them by bow, nor by horse, nor by sword. No, it's going to be a extraterrestrial, or what do they call it? It's going to be a spiritual deliverance. Okay, it's going to be a divine intervention. The Lord, he's going to actually send his son back. Okay, to get his elect, and to destroy his enemies, and then we're gonna dwell on the planet Earth in righteousness. We're gonna rule, and we're gonna have our enemies under us. Just what they have done to us, we're gonna do unto them. That's the Most High. That's righteousness. Let me bring this out. That's righteousness. Well, it says it's a righteous thing with the Most High. I'm gonna bring it out. 2 Thessalonians 1:6, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So it's righteous for the Lord. It's going to go into this judgment that's about to happen to those who have oppressed us, and to you who are troubled, rest with us. How do you rest with us? In this knowledge, in this labor. When the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. The Lord, he's going to, just like he saved the children of Judah with the angel, he's going to bring his son back with the mighty angels now. Okay, to destroy this great enemy. Okay, Esau. Okay. In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High. Yeah, Esau. And 2/3 of our people, because they're not really of our nation right now. They're going to have to come back through the loins of the elect and be our children. And obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who shall be punished with an everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. Then when he shall come to be glorified in his saints, and as he comes to get glorified, the scriptures say that we're going to be glorified when he comes. So as he gets glorified, we're going to also be glorified. And to be admired in them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day. So, hey, it's a beautiful thing, man. This is a miracle of Yahweh Shema Shai, that he left a remnant, because we're supposed to be done. We're supposed to be through. Okay. So I pray that you brothers were edified. Until next time, shalom to the elect.